Sandwiched between what will probably prove to be Virginia Tech's two most difficult ACC games this season with North Carolina and Miami, Virginia Tech's hype train was full speed ahead heading into yesterday's showdown against the Syracuse Orange at the Carrier Dome, and unfortunately in this classic trap game scenario, the Hokies fell flat, losing 31-17. And as Justin Fuente said, Virginia Tech was beat in all three phases of the game. Virginia Tech lost fair and square. Really, a huge disappointment in this one was the Virginia Tech defense allowing over 300 yards in the first half alone, and allowed Syracuse to run 100, that's right, 100 plays. Way too much time out on the field. Of course, the Hokies got burnt twice, big time over the top. But the real problem, it seemed, throughout the game was the underneath plays. They just kept picking apart Virginia Tech defense, the Orange, and it didn't seem like they really had enough answers there. But 100 plays ties the most Virginia Tech has allowed since they began recording, since, you might have guessed it, 2002, during a overtime loss to Syracuse. So, giving credit where credit is due, Eric Dungey, Syracuse quarterback, played a terrific game. Was poised, confident, knew exactly when to step up in the pocket, when to throw the ball away, and when to take his shots. He just knew when to say when. It's hard to believe that a guy like that is just a sophomore, played impressively, really beyond his years, and showed flashes really of being an NFL quarterback. So they had the guy you really look for to lead their team to an upset victory. Syracuse had been 2-4 heading into this game. Don't believe the Hokies necessarily took them lightly, but maybe it went to their heads. It's hard to know where this game went wrong exactly. But really the only blip for Eric Dungey's performance was a tremendous interception from Terrell Edmonds, and both Edmonds brothers, Terrell and Tremaine, have been major cogs for the Hokies this season. Tremaine led the Hokies with a season high in single game tackles with 16, and now also leads Virginia Tech in tackles for loss. He's a stalwart, flying all over the field. Of course, the shining moment for the Virginia Tech defense came when they made a huge goal line stand, stopping the Orange from reaching the end zone, being right outside of it, inside the one on 5 straight plays. Well, they had that initial pass interference call, I believe it was the 3-yard line, to set up another 4 downs, so they stopped 3 pass plays and then stopped Eric Dungey's attempted quarterback sneak. So really great character from the Hokies there. And, as bad as that first half was, it was painful to watch, it was difficult to watch. The Hokies only gave up 17 points heading into the fourth quarter. I believe the halftime score was 17-3. Yes, it was 17-3. Syracuse was held scoreless in the third quarter, but the offense fell short there too. As bad as the defense was, they gave the offense a chance to win the game, and that chance was not taken. A major reason, of course, was Gerard Evans looked devoid of the confidence that he had been oozing with following that loss to Tennessee. Made his first truly bad pass of the season, throwing an interception into the end zone, and coughing up the ball at a terrible time. Really, that lost fumble ended Virginia Tech's hopes of really making a comeback late on. And Evans led the Hokies in carries. He had 11 carries, which is not something you want to see. He is a great runner. He's a tough kid, but Virginia Tech has the running backs to really gash the defense running the ball without their quarterback. Trayvon McMillan only had 9 carries, hardly touched the ball in the first half, and he needs to be the main workhorse back, in my opinion, or at least leading the team in carries. He had some really nice runs early in the second half. I think Fuente needs to turn to him early on more in games. And Marshawn Williams had 23 yards on 5 carries. So, the Virginia Tech Hokies averaging just over 4 yards a carry. Not too bad, 161 yards total. So not a horrible running performance. There were three Virginia Tech wide receivers who had pretty good days. Isaiah Ford, 8 catches for 83 yards, including a touchdown. He has now tied Antonio Freeman's career record for touchdown catches at Virginia Tech, which Freeman actually congratulated Ford on via Twitter, which was pretty cool to see. Cam Phillips had some explosive plays of his own. He had 3 grabs for 83 yards, and Bucky Hodges, 5 catches for 79 yards and a touchdown. So very nice to see Bucky having a better game than usual offensively. Of course, he brings so much to the table for the Hokies offense. So, you know, moving forward, a lot Virginia Tech will have to improve upon. This really makes the ACC Coastal Division a wide open battle. Every team in the division now has at least one loss, with UNC now beating Miami. So Miami versus Virginia Tech, these are two teams that are going to be desperate to keep their divisional title hopes alive. There's going to be an equal sense of desperation heading into Thursday night's showdown in Lane Stadium. I cannot wait for this game. It is going to be probably the most exciting game of the season. Certainly the atmosphere will be incredible, as it is for every Virginia Tech Thursday night football game. So with that, Virginia Tech falling 31-17 to Syracuse, but I have no doubt that for those who have passed and for those to come, Hokies will reach for excellence.